Hello and welcome back. In today's tutorial, we'll learn about static looks, what they are, how to use them, and how powerful they can be in your SoundSwitch projects. Let's get started. First of all, static looks are one of the core functions of SoundSwitch. Used correctly, they can help you transform your performance while using SoundSwitch. They can help you in key moments, allow you to take control of individual lights, change colors as desired, and affect the behavior of all or individual lights in your SoundSwitch projects while in performance mode. Each static look has two main functions, toggle mode and press mode. Toggle mode allows you to switch the effect you created on and off. Press mode activates the effect only while you are holding the static look. Once you release it, either in the software or on the control one, the effect stops. Static looks can also be mapped to other MIDI controllers. This is useful if you want to use a second MIDI controller for faster access, instead of relying only on the control one. You can also customize the color of each static look however you like. Now right-click and select Edit Mode. Here you can name your effect. You can also select all of your lights, such as movers, static lights, lasers, and more, and edit them all together in bulk. If you want more control, you can select each light individually and edit them one by one. In this section, you also get access to all the available options for your fixture, depending on the model. This can include intensity, color changes, strobe, position, and special functions specific to that fixture. You can modify these settings and play with them however you like. Now let's talk about how we can use static looks in a real performance. One good example is the strobe effect. In SoundSwitch, when you use the strobe button in performance mode, or on the control one, the strobe usually affects all of your lights at the same time. This can be useful, but sometimes you may want more control. For example, you may want only your moving heads to strobe, only your LED lights, or even just one specific fixture. This is where static looks become very powerful. You can create your own custom strobe effects and decide exactly which lights are affected. You can select one light, a group of lights, or different types of fixtures, depending on the effect you want to achieve. You can also create color strobe effects by mixing different colors instead of using only a standard white strobe. On top of that, you can adjust the strobe intensity for each light individually. This gives you much more creative control and allows you to build a custom strobe look that fits your show better. Used in the right moments, these custom static looks can help make your performance more dynamic, more controlled, and more interesting for the audience. Another useful way to use static looks is for colors, either mixed or grouped. This is very helpful when you need quick access to specific colors while you are in performance mode, but only on certain fixtures. For example, you may want your moving heads to change to one color, your different lights to stay on another color, or only a few selected fixtures to react. By creating static looks for colors, you can prepare different color combinations in advance and trigger them whenever you need them during your show. You can use them in toggle mode when you want the color to stay active, or in press mode when you only want the color change to happen for a short moment. This can make your color changes feel more active, more dynamic, and more controlled during a live performance. Another great use for static looks is creating custom blackouts. Just like the strobe button, the blackout button in performance mode or on the control one usually affects all of your lights at the same time. But with static looks, you can create blackouts for individual fixtures or specific groups of lights. For example, you can black out only your moving heads, only your PAR LED lights, or just a few selected fixtures while the rest of your show keeps running. This gives you more control and helps you create cleaner transitions, drops, and dramatic moments. Tip: you can use the same idea for white effects as an alternative to the white button on the control one. Another powerful way to use static looks is with moving heads. Static looks can control the position of your movers. If the position is left on through, the movers will continue following the auto loop that is already playing. But if you select one of your custom positions, like DJ, wedding dance, or any other saved position, the movers will move there and stay in that position. You can do this for all your movers, or only for selected fixtures. You can also combine it with gobos, prisms, and prism rotation to create more interesting looks during your show. There are many other ways to use static looks, depending on the fixtures you have in your setup, but I'm sure these 4 examples give you a strong idea of how powerful static looks can be inside SoundSwitch. Once you understand how they work, you can use them to take more control over your show, create custom moments, react faster during your performance, and make your lighting look more dynamic and professional. If you have any other fun, creative, or interesting ways to use static looks, I would love to hear them. Share your ideas in the comment section because they might also help other SoundSwitch users improve their shows. Thank you so much for watching. If this tutorial helped you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is also using SoundSwitch. See you in the next one.